Hey everybody, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So today's card is a requested tutorial. This has been a request from a lady called Betsy. She saw, this is what's known as a diamond flip card. She saw a tutorial on the YouTube channel Cardz TV with Mary, and she asked if I would make it into a 5x7 style. It's a really easy fold, very clever. I love the way that that panel flips out like so. It can all be displayed really nicely, and that will all fit into a 5x7 envelope. I'm going to revisit this one, I think, and do it in a 6x6 size as well, for those of you that like that size. But it's a really easy one to adapt. No specialty dies, again, are needed for this one, and it's pretty quick to do as well. So let's get started. So I'm using the Frida Kahlo papers. I'm going to be using this one here, actually. And I've cut one of them out there. They're so pretty. I'm not using the washi, or did I think I might use a strip of it inside the card. And then for the sentiment, I've used this set here, which is Thank You Key Worker, and I've just stamped thank you for caring for someone I love, and it's that main one there. And then you've got all these little sub kind of titles that you can put below: for keeping us safe, for all you are doing, for keeping things going, for being there for us, for me. And then that one was the one I used there. But you've also got Not All Superheroes Wear Capes. It's a really nice stamp set. I'm not sure if these are still available, but like always, it will be linked below if it is. And then if you have got this paper pad, the Bordeaux colour from the Spectrum Noir range, the Harmony ink pads, goes really well. Okay, so you want I've got a top folding 5x7 card blank, or a side fold. These ones are shop brought because of the length of them. But if you don't have these ones and you need to make your 5x7 top fold yourself, you'll want one piece of 5x7 and one piece of 5x7.5. The 7.5 length you want to just score at 7, so you've got a 1/2 inch tab. Fold that over and stick the 7x7 piece on top. Like I said, I've got this one though that's all ready done. I'll link these ones in the description box if anybody wants those. Then cut this square here, which is 3.5 squared. A 3.5 squared square as a diamond shape is 5 inches wide, so it's the height there of the card. This is the panel that's going to stick on top here, but what we need to do is cut off the corners on both of these. So you can use a ruler and just grab a pencil, and you want to mark at 4 3/8, just there, and 4 3 just there. And then along the open end, just mark at 2.5, so just halfway. Okay. I'm then going to use my trimmer and get rid of the scoreboard. Like, you don't need the scoreboard, it was just if you were making the 5x7 yourself. And then I'm going to trim off the corners. I'm going to cut through both layers at the same time. If you don't think your trimmer will do that, then just do one at a time, or one layer at a time, like so. And then I'm just going to take my scoreboard again, open this up, and on the front panel just score from that point down to the other one. And then I'm going to fold this one back, give that a good burnish, like so. And now I'm going to take this one and stick it right over the top, and it should cover that all. I'm probably going to trim a little bit off because I want it to all hide underneath that one. You could just drop straight down to the smaller size like so. Actually, I quite like that. Why stick that one on when I can just do it like that? Yeah, there you go, just do that instead. So you can have that panel if you want it to cover that and then build up again. So that was the 3.5 squared, but I'm just going to stick these ones straight on. So this one was 3.25 squared, and then my sentiment was stamped on a piece of 3x3. So I'm going to stick them on, and then stick that on just that left hand portion. So this is 4 1/8 by 4 3/4. That's going to go in there. And then this is 3 7/8 by 4.5. Okay, so that's everything stuck down. Now, if you want, you can just leave it all blank inside and just stamp your sentiment, but I'm going to add a mat and a layer. I think in the tutorial that was sent to me, the lady done a square and then a separate triangle mat and layer. So if that's the case, you just want to cut those sizes again to cover here and here. I'm not going to cover here because I think it's quite nice that having the white against it, but I am going to cover this part. And then you would cut yourself that same square, but then in half to then cover that end there. But I'm going to do one big panel. So this is a piece here that is 4 3/4 by 6 1/2. Along the short side you want to mark halfway, which would be 2 3/8, and then along the long side you want to come in 4 1/8 at the top and 4 1/8 along the bottom. And then again you're just going to cut that the same way as you did the card blanks. So just line your pencil lines up and just snip off the corners. And then again, just rub out any pencil marks. I'm going to stick that one down and then I will give you the measurements for the layer on top. And then with this one, you want to come in along the long sides at 3 7/8. And then I've marked the middle here. So it was 4 1/2, so it'd be 2 1/4. And then again, snip off the corners. And then just stick that one on top. Okay, so that's all stuck down. You might want to stamp your sentiment inside before you stick that piece down, but I'm just going to stamp inside the "we couldn't be more grateful to you." I think that goes well with the front sentiment. Okay, so that's the inside. I just used one of the washi strips there. And then I'm going to stick this one, which I just fussy cut from the paper pad, because you can have anything overhang into this portion here. It's still fit in your envelope. So I'm going to just add a little bit of liquid glue. Then I've got these little hearts here. These are old ones. I think they were from Doodlebug. And I think it'd be quite nice to just have one, or maybe a couple of them. Maybe I'll have that one. I'm just placing them down just so I can move them if I need to. Because you get all different sizes. I've gone for the slightly smaller ones instead. And there's the finished card. So again, see how that opens. Really fun style, really easy. Displays, lovely. Yeah, love doing this one. Again, I'm going to revisit this one for 6x6 size as well. I think it's a really easy one to be able to adapt for many different card sizes. So I hope you've enjoyed my take on this card style. As always, everything I've used will be linked in the description box below the video. Coming up now will be some other fun diamond style folded cards. You might want to watch those next. And as always, if you've enjoyed today, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell, and that way you won't miss out on any future videos. See you all again soon. Bye.